morning started with the dog peeing on the Christmas tree skirt. I woke up at 3:30 and I always have such a hard time going back to sleep. So I was up from 3:30 to 5, and at 5 I was about to just call it a day and get the day started, but I fell back asleep, which means I didn't wake up till 8:30, which I never sleep to 8:30. And the dog heard hunters shooting nearby the house.
And the dog ate my granola bar.
And the dog ate Malachi's did you say granola bar? Tell me.
The dog ate my granola bar and the stool.
He had a granola bar on the stool, but Malachi, what in the world happened to Bar? You say granola bar now, like a big grown boy?
The granola bar. The dog ate my granola bar.
Malachi, why are you growing up?
Why
are you growing up?
I'm not growing up.
Okay, so anyways, we're going to the kids museum today.
So we're trying to get as much school as we can done.
Trying to get as much school as we can done. We've actually agreed to do bonus points until Yaya comes to pick us up. We had granola bars, but I forgot we bought this Christmas bread yesterday. By the way, this is the first time the dog has had an accident in months and months and months. So.
I bet it's the size of my face.
Oh, where'd Lydia go? Oh, where'd Malachi go? Okay, can you hold it? Okay, I'm gonna go get a knife. Ooh, does it smell yummy? Don't put it on the floor. Okay, this is panettone bread, and it's traditional Italian panettone with real butter, juicy raisins, and candied fruit. And Dustin said it's fruit cake, and I said no, it smells like challah bread, and it feels like challah bread. So we'll let you know what the real food experts think about it in just a second. Okay, Lydia, how is it? Drink some Santa milk. Okay, Anna, taste it. Taste it, test it.
Does it stay in the middle?
In the middle.
Tastes like dried fruit. Butter.
Dried fruit. What it tastes like butter? It has butter in it.
Freshly baked bread with butter.
Fresh baked bread with butter and dried fruit. It's kind of what it is. Does it taste good or bad? Lydia said thumbs in the middle. Anna, thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in the middle. Middle.
I gave thumbs down. Now thumbs up. Now thumbs down.
Which one? Which one?
Thumbs down. Thumbs up. Yay! You like it? Thumbs up.
We've also been trying to schedule out what we're gonna do for December. Usually, we have it all planned out way ahead of time. That's 2015. Here's 2014, and we want to make sure we get all of our, our good favorite traditions in. So I guess I also need to go ahead and mark what days we're not going to have school. I could do that, but
no school.
This time we have Poppy gone for a whole week. So do we do gingerbread houses without him, or do we do them before he goes? We just got to sit down and figure all that out.
Some stuff you'll have to do without me and keep video on, because these videos are what keep it all tied together for us. Probably can watch the videos.
Because it's not just for you guys, it's also for us to watch earlier in our lives.
It's
later.
It's for us first,
These
and YouTube second.
Yeah, these vlogs.
Don't forget, YouTube second and us first.
So we went to, or Lori picked up everything from the post office box. And look what we found in there. John Leahy, my good friend and the amazing realtor that got our house sold. And he sent us a newsletter. He just finished writing a book. It's called The Road to Success. We'll put the link in here to his his group, Remax Leahy Group, and to his books. Pretty cool stuff. So thankful for him. Way to go, John. Love it. So cool. So that shout out goes to John Leahy. Cool stuff. So I can't make this stuff up, you know, folks. Like, we had the whole issue yesterday with the insurance company that's been on us when they signed us up for an insurance policy that we didn't agree to. They even said on the phone, as you heard yesterday, that we did not agree to it. We didn't sign up for it. It was a mistake in their system. They can't even look at their old system because they have no proof. So they're trying to get hundreds of dollars out of us for something that we never agreed to. We already have gone on to another insurance company. We live in a different state, so it's illegal. And so anyway, they're trying to fix it, but their systems are screwed up. That's Care First Blue Cross or Blue Cross Blue Shield. Boom. Today, I got this notice for collections from Comcast Cable Communications. Here's the thing. We had to pay them for an extra month that we did not owe for because they required so many days ahead of time before you canceled. So we paid that. It was $100 and some. It was ridiculous for 1 month. Then we had to turn in the actual internet modem. So the modem was at the house where we were at and where we left open all that time. And so we had to have it so we could do the Wi-Fi to do the thermostat and everything. That's fine. I figured, well, I'd already paid for that extra month, and all we have to do is pick it up and drop it off. So picked it up, dropped it off, or we could get hit with a $200 to $300 bill for that modem, which is the modem is a piece of trash. But they charge you like $300, $400, $400. I can't remember how much it was. It might have been $400, but it was hundreds of dollars for the modem. I guess it's so they can keep their firewall stuff secret and what they do in them, since they turn your modems on live now and allow people to hub into them. That's right. If you have Comcast internet and you have your Wi-Fi on, they will turn on something inside your Wi-Fi so that people can log in through your modem as they drive by your house if you're in a town, and you will become a hotspot. As a personal resident, you'll have them in the backside of your modem just with the software firewall divided. Found that out. So they want it back, I guess. So we got it back to them. And then we get this notice of collections from Comcast. Now, I have already dealt with Comcast over the phone, paid it completely off. We're done, we're absolved, turned everything in, we're good. And got a notice that we're good. And now I'm getting this notice of collections because they say I owe $106 more. I'm going to fight them over it. This is the kind of stuff we deal with. And, you know, like you saw with insurance company, they eventually say, okay, our bad, we made a mistake in our system. Or Comcast will say, oh, our bad, we made a mistake, you know, from 4 months ago, and it's our bad. One company, the alarm system, Protect America, they're bad, and I'm turning them in. They charged a card that they did not have a right to charge that was earlier on the account that I never approved to have auto-billed, and they charged an amount out of my account that I didn't agree to, and I had to fight to get that money back. I got it back, and I called Discover, and they gave it back to me. What I want to say is, if you're moving and you're leaving a place, don't just trust these guys to keep up with your bills. That's 3 different companies now I've told you that wanted hundreds of extra dollars that were not theirs, and some of them took it from my account illegally. So that's Protect America took it out illegally. Comcast is called collections. Blue Cross Blue Shield signed us up for a new policy. Folks, watch your bills and fight these jokers. These guys are deceitful and they're wolves in sheep's clothing. Deal with them. Well, the kiddos probably won't be on camera, maybe just for a glimpse the rest of the day because they're with Mom and Kathy. And so anyways, Lori and them are going down to the Kids Museum in Huntersville.
Bye.
Have fun.
You're not supposed to say the city.
I said the city where they're going. It's not near where we live. Anyways, and I'm stuck here with this because all these people, these groups make mistakes. I forgot to mention Progressive Insurance. At the national level, they're easy to deal with and awesome. But the state level person made a mistake on my policy a month ago, and the payments were going to be $500 a month. So I called Progressive National Office, got everything taken care of because of their mistake, moved my policy to North Carolina under a new person, even though my Maryland person had jurisdiction in North Carolina. And the North Carolina group gave me a amount of $47 a month, which is a huge difference. 500 to 47. That really happened, y'all. And that's an auto draft from my bank account. So I caught that just in time before it took a chunk out of my hide based on someone else's mistake. Again, this is all within the last months. And so this one comes in and it says, guess what? It's back on. And this is the policy that's from the Maryland group. It's $87 a month. What the heck? So I've got to call national office again and say, this has got to end. This has got to end, and make them stop so that goes away, because they won't quit even after the $500 mistake. Still have the Comcast thing to deal with today. Then I've got a thing with life insurance company that one of my accounts is paid and one isn't. They're both in the same system, and I got to call them and tell them, use the same payment solution for both of them. And then this is the group I dearly love. I got to change addresses for them, but this is Christian Care Ministry. This is our insurance replacement. It fulfills the Affordable Care Act requirements. It gives me a deductible of less than, it's like $1,000 instead of $15,000. The payment on this is 1/4 of the cost of what my insurance would be for my household. So we'll put a link in our description to that, because if you guys link up and get in it and you come in under us, it helps us too. So we'd love to tell you about it. That's a huge benefit to us. We love to share. Anyway, so that's just what I'm doing right now, is cleaning all this stuff up. And like I told you, we've had a lot of these financial distractions, and really they're just distractions, because at the end of the day, I don't end up paying any more money. I end up getting money back often, or fixing stuff and cleaning up, and then people get right. So I'm not paying more money. It's worth my time to make these guys come clean and get my bills and everything resolved. And at the end of the day, always make sure you get a payment statement saying you're completely paid off, or you'll have these jokers on you. That's why I always say that. That's something Dave Ramsey always says. So anyways, we went through Financial Peace University, so I'm pretty tough on creditors. But all right, there goes Lori for real now. And I got to jump in this, so we'll see. Progressive's done. That just saved me an $87 accident. They had the two policies at once, but I got to the national office. They said they saw the notes. They confirmed that I had already canceled. They took it. It's done. See, $87 saved. Boom. That's one. That's what we're going to keep doing today. So you see this here? This is an official collection notice. It's saying that I owe this money. I fought them over it. And guess what? Boom. Didn't pay a penny. They were wrong, guys. They were wrong. Comcast was wrong. They were wrong. The account was closed. Not a penny paid. Do you get what's going on here? These are mistakes by big companies. So in 2 days, I've shown you a mistake by Progressive. I've shown you a mistake by Blue Cross Blue Shield, the big dog. I've shown you a mistake by Comcast, all big names. This is what really happens, guys, every single day. And so I'm going to keep this on record. I still don't have a final bill from Comcast, and I don't have a final thing showing it. But I have this done now and a reference number, and that is good enough. So I'm going to keep that on record. These guys make mistakes. I'm not paying a penny today. I'm making phone calls. So let's be honest. I've just saved about, right now, $250, $300. My hourly wage isn't $300 an hour, so boom, that's worth the money. Do you get it? Take the time, make the calls, put people against the wall, fix it, get your money back. Well, I'm getting ready to run out and meet Jason for some talk about creative stuff for New Life. And check this out. This card came in from Miss May for my birthday. So it's late, but Miss May currently lives in North Dakota. And she used to be our next door neighbor in Rockville, Maryland, when we lived there for so long. And Lori used to always look out for her, because she had this heart for the widows and those that had no one. So we had a widow on one side of us in Rockville and a widower on the other side of us, literally next door. It was like, our houses were probably maybe 35, 40 feet across from each other, you know. So anyways, we go and check in on her and just spent a lot of time with Miss May. And when she moved into a retirement community in her home state there, to kind of slow down and be near what was left of family, her nieces and nephews and stuff, she always started sending us cards, and so she's still sending us cards even now. I got a birthday card to the P.O. box from Miss May, and so it's just the coolest thing. You know, what an effect the family had on her life, that she's still sending them, and she's now sending them to our new address and everything, the P.O. box here in Olin, North Carolina. It's just so cool. I'm so encouraged and blessed by people that believe we've been blessings to them. It's amazing how it turns around and they're blessings to you. And so all you guys out there who do these little things, or that, you know, you feel like we're blessing you, you're blessing us too. We hear your stories, your comments, all the things you're doing. Every time you put a like or you post something, we get to communicate with you. It really does make it really worth doing. And sometimes it gets tough doing stuff what we're doing, because, you know, having to build it out here now and upload it the new way with the iMac versus what we used to do in the cloud, and it was so much easier. You know, you think about whether you should keep going and doing and showing and exposing your life. But you guys, y'all are just, thank you. You know, thank you, Miss May. I love you. Blessings over you too. You just, days later from my birthday, you made it really cool. So that's so cool. Finished up all the calls and stuff, hopped in the truck, getting ready to drive out to meet with Jason and work on this stuff for the creative stuff. We're having a meeting tonight with all those guys. I'm so excited. These guys are like, don't hear me say this, but they're my favorite. You're starting to pick up on the fact that everybody's my favorite. Not everybody's my favorite. Everybody's my favorite. Anyway, I'm gonna go meet with Jason, one of my favorites. I just love these guys. They're awesome.
Okay, we made it to the museum. And look at this Christmas tree. But the rocket is way cooler. You're right. Can I have your hand?
Huh?
Thank you. Should we go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's that. How do you know you're supposed to put a head?
Good job. Oh, look, there's Mommy and Malachi.
We have a request for a medic out there for a patient with a headache. North Bank is in route there off for.
What are you doing? Malachi, what are you doing? Are you working?
In the water.
Do you want a scoop? Here, I'll get it. You got it?
Hey. Meeting with Jason. Jason's like, I'm on video now. We're hanging out talking about LA Guitars and his partnership there, but right now, doggone it. Y'all saw that. Let me do it again. 231. You see that little 231? It just speaks stuff to me. Very, very cool. We're meeting during a 231. This feels like right timing. Those of you know about 231, you know.
Are you an artist today? What are you making? A sculpture?
It's a sculpture.
Good job.
Aboard.
All aboard!
Give me a mommy.
Okay, I'll come on. Okay, here I come. I'm aboard! Woo! Check that out.
All right, so had a good meeting with Jason, and I left that meeting. I'm gonna go to Home Depot, pick up some stuff, patching that skylight that's at the house. I measured it, it's 45 by 21. So I need to get a couple 2x4s, get them cut, and get, let's see, it'll be 2x4s, 45 by 21, and then a piece of sheetrock and some insulation, and that should be it. I'll get that closed on up and sealed up. Once that's done, pretty much all the work stuff's done on that house, so that we're good to go. thinking that's pretty much it. So let's go do that. Well, I'm heading to the hardware store, and you just don't see this every day. 2 electric crews working on these wires. I always record stuff like that if I can, because Malachi, he loves that stuff, and you just don't see some of this stuff every day, you know, like 2 electric crews working over, you know, one line and systems. It's pretty interesting.
So we're at the Kids Museum, and he has the attention span of a 2-year-old, but he has sat and let me read 2 of these books. They're so good. You're gonna put your fire boots on? Anyways, I think we might buy these books. They're really, really cute. 3.
Attention all shoppers. Sit around here and you can see a cooking show. Starting in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. First, you have a big pumpkin that's ripe and juicy. Get around closer.
Well, I ended up going to Lowe's instead of Home Depot. I got my insulation and my boards and 2 pieces of sheetrock. The opening is 21 by 45, and these are 24 by 24, so it's 48 and 24. Perfect. So that's great. It's gonna be easy to cut that. And my 2 2x4s, so I'm gonna fill in that hole. Here's the catch. While I was in there, somebody ran into the back of my truck and bent my lighting stuff down and broke my Reese hitch. I've been hit twice in 2 weeks.
Okay, Miss Kathy, can I put this in the vlog? Can I put this on YouTube? Okay, go. Oh, Malachi, get it. Miss Kathy's working it hard.
I'll have to put these in. They don't have to be working hard.
So I'm getting ready to replace this. I'm gonna put 2 2x4s up around in here, and I'm gonna box this off, and then I'm gonna put insulation in there, and then a piece of sheetrock over the whole area. Close this in. You can see where the damage was done from that skylight years ago. And with this, we'll finally close this off and actually save some of our energy bill. Our energy bill is really low, but this will even save more. So we always try to do as best we can with all that we're given. So it'll take me a little while, probably about an hour, hour and a half, and I'll get that boxed in. But if you think about it, that hour spent in this is worth, you know, over the winter time, hundreds of dollars. So it's pretty awesome. So I'm up in my toolbox, getting everything together and going through everything I need to go through to do this job. Set up on the porch to cut, do my insulation, whatever. Just got to get a couple things out of here, as well as, here, look at this. This is all the stuff we were able to clear through yesterday in our decluttering. It's pretty exciting stuff, folks, when you get this close and far along, and you can start looking at your place where you're staying and not think about all the work that needs to be done. We're nearly done with all these little jobs as well. We're moved in by far. Now these things aren't on my mind. My household's in order, and now I can start working on more ministry stuff. It's pretty cool. And I just found out that we're a day ago or 2 days ago, I may have mentioned this, but my company just got talked to about another person in Greensboro, North Carolina being supported. So Charlotte will have a location, Greensboro will have a location, as well as now they want to contact other folks that are in Millennial Global with the CPA firms that are connected and tell them about our IT team, because we've done so well with all of our teams up in Maryland, Delaware, and DC and Virginia. And they want to expand us all over North Carolina. So boom, we're about to have clients all over North Carolina as well that will be remote supporting and creating help desks and all that kind of stuff for. So if I can get my ducks in a row, we can launch that part of the business, and then that's going to move my center more down here, and I won't have to travel to DC every month. Did we know this was coming? No. Did we know this is how it would work out? No. Way back in January last year, we heard God say move. In March, we made a declaration and told all you guys about it. In the process, we moved down here. The business took off in DC. I ended up having to travel once a month. Didn't have a ministry to go to, didn't have a business to do. Now, I'm being brought on as a pastor of a campus to expand the organization as well as lead all of evangelism and outreach and build unity in the community and on. And I've been invited to speak in places such as Pastor Kilpatrick's church in Alabama. Wow, what an honor. We believe revival is just in the wings, and the business took off here. What God can do if you'll let him, he will lead you, and he already has a plan laid out, and you fall into it, and it's amazing. It takes a lot to get here. We've been beat up in the process, but look what's going on. Now we have a ministry that's been praying for us to get here. They prayed before we came for 6 months to a year. We have outreach activities and opportunities through some of the most amazing revivalists that we didn't even have a relationship with, just through faithfulness with Thurmont, Morning Star Church, and Gary and Wanda, Pastor Gary and Wanda up there in Pennsylvania, introducing us to the Morans, Jody and Lenora out in Arizona, and their awesome church. And then they introduced us to Pastor John Kilpatrick, who's an amazing bishop in the faith and leading revival in so many ways over so many years. And then on top of it, God's doing this with our business. Our kids are doing great. We're near family. We're probably going to locate land in a minute. We had no directive except for go. And we went. God told us to get out of there before the end of June, and we did. And look what he's doing. I told you this would be an adventure, and we recorded it because we wanted you to see how God does through this stuff. This is how it's always been. There's so many other stories I can tell you for the last 20 years in walking with God. You've just got to watch this one, and it's going to get bigger. There's more coming, folks. I'm telling you. And you know what? I want to put in the description here a link to my book, The Warrior's Manual, on Amazon. I really wrote it for my kids, but you know, some of you guys are becoming my kids in the faith, so I want you to get that book, read it. It's on Kindle, it's an ebook, or you can get it in print. Get in that book because it's all the core concepts that I believe led us to this point. It's the stuff I matured in over all these years to get to here. I want you to get to here. I want you to be blessed. I want you to be debt-free. I want you to walk in the kingdom. I want to see you pouring out and walking in revival and God pouring out in your families and your lives. I want to see you successful in ministry as well as home, work, school, everywhere. I want to see you get there. So get that book and read it up and stay in contact and tell us how we can support you more, because it's all about now you seeing that success of the kingdom in our lives. I'm not a success unless the body of Christ is a success. So that means you folks, so cool. But anyway, for this moment, I've got to be diligent in what's in front of me, and that means I'm going to do a skylight. I'm going to finish the skylight, then I'm going to finish a website for Upper Room here in the local town nearby, and then boom, I have kept my word. Tonight I'm going to meet with the creative team for New Life. We're going to start getting imagery and symbolism that goes with the DNA that God's given us for what we're setting up to receive all of these people that are being saved and how to disciple them. This is revival, folks. It has started. So I got to be diligent in the small things to keep my house and get it in order to keep going with God at this point. Anyway, that's a lot. Love you guys. We'll talk more later. Stick with us. Now we're cutting some. I'll have to cut 2 strips of this insulation at 45, and once I get that done, I can put them in side by side because it's 21 across and this is only 18, so I'll overlap them. I'll probably even put another line of 45 over the top of it right when I put the first piece of the sheetrock in the hole. So cutting those and put them in. So as you can see, I got the one in there, and that works for half of it. And you put another one in there, and it'll overlap the other way. Then I'll put the 2x4s in here, and then the sheetrock over the top of it, and I'll probably put 1 or 2 more just laying on top of that sheetrock up in there, but it'll keep it really toasty warm.
There's a ghost in our house.
I have a job. I give Poppy the nails.
No way.
Yep,
Yeah.
Liz's.
Are they nails or are they screws?
Screw.
Wow.
I go.
Cool, huh?
I go.
Way to go,
Follow
Liz.
to me. I
We'll
go.
help her.
I go. I'll help on any project if it's a
awesome. All right, other way. Other way. Can you put the other way? Say, Ida, show me.
Show me.
Okay, turn it. Help show him. Turn it the other way. Oops. Okay.
Push it on.
Push it on. Can you do that? Oh, look who's gonna do this. Look at. Yeah! Malachi did it. Good job, buddy.
Good job.
You did it. Looks good, Malachi. Good job.
Good job, Malachi and Lydia and Poppy.
I'm coming.
Oh.
Anna, do you want to do one?
You wanna do one, Anna?
Okay.
Let Anna do the last two. The last two.
No, that's.
She used to help me like this all the time. Takes a little longer doing it this way, but we all get a turn and we're a team, right?
I didn't get a turn.
Well, I'm gonna let you put the insulation in.
No, I'm good.
Okay. The creative team invite us to hang out. Boom. They're all acting quiet now, but they ain't quiet. Okay, Heather's quiet. Boom. Here it is. That
Are you managing?
is a man sitting.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Oh. I'm a happier person for that moment right there. We're better
Oh
together.
my goodness. Guess what the new quiet game is
Okay,
in
what
our
is it?
car? Girls, mannequin challenge. And it's
Is that right?
Yeah, it's awesome.
So we just finished hanging out with the guys with the creative team in New Life. Those guys are hilarious. I haven't laughed so hard in so long. My sinuses are stopped up from just the head laughing, belly laughter, as Jake puts it. Anyways, so we're heading out. We've got to go get the kids and all that kind of stuff. And I'm trying to think. Oh, we forgot. December 4th, a few days ago, is 22 years. 22 years in ministry. Boom. 22 long years. That's a story we're not telling. So anyway,
22 years of
ministry. 22 years of ministry. December 4th, 1994. I was licensed at South River Baptist Church in ministry. I'd already been doing ministry for the whole summer and before, but it was there that they recognized the calling, and you know, Pastor Drum called me in and said that he needed to license me if I was going to keep preaching in pulpits. So it was really cool. I'm so thankful to that community. So if you're watching and you were there at that whole thing at South River, there were so many people, just hundreds of you guys came out. Thank you so much. And I think the only other time I saw more people at South River connected to something that was connected to us was when we did our second reception in North Carolina, and hundreds of you guys showed up from all over North Carolina and even a couple outside North Carolina to come and see us after that. Thank y'all to y'all for all that support, all the South River people that came to both. Love y'all. Thank you for putting your hands on me and blessing me and saying that you believed in what God had put in my life to be in ministry. I'm so grateful for y'all, and I'm grateful for where I came from. Bless you guys wherever you're at. Love you. I love you, love you, love you. Thank you to all of you. Blessings. Anyway, with that said, we got to finish. This has to finish at some point today.
It's going to be like 10 o'clock by the time we get the kids.
Yeah, it's going to be like
But
10.
we homeschool. Yes.
Yeah, we do.
Flexible.
Yeah, we do. So, don't forget, keep family second, but make Jesus first. It's eggnog time. It's kind of like Groundhog Day. It's eggnog day.
When I was little, we would always decorate the tree, turn off all the lights in the house, and go to the curb and admire our hard work. And then we would come inside and drink eggnog with a little bit of nutmeg. Lydia's pretending to not be excited about it, but I'm just going to call her Scrooge or Grinch or something, and she can keep that to herself.
Malachi said, I excited Baba.
This will be Malachi's first, well, no, all of you guys had it in the bottle. This will be Malachi's first time having it in a glass.
Is that Malachi's?
Yep.
Nutmeg.
And then I have to take, you can turn that off.
Poppy's favorite soccer move.
I have to take a
Breaks down
picture.
soccer. Nutmeg.
I have to take my picture and then we can all drink it.
You can barely see me, but we're heading outside. Take a look at the Christmas tree. With all our lights. It's working. Here we go. Somebody tripped on Frosty. Woo. That's cool. Here we go. Look. Okay, we gotta see if we can see our Christmas tree. Our blow up guys out here. Let's see if we can see it. Can you see it? Oh, and there's our Christmas tree. What do you think, guys?
I like it.
So cool. Get Rev out of my face and here, kiss me. Yay.
Okay, let's go do eggnog.
Eggnog, baby. So what is it y'all are doing?
It's what an elf would look like if it fruited.
Christmas fruit. Awesome.
Let's go.
Fantastic.
Let's go. Now, okay, up, stand up.
Now it's eggnog time. It's eggnog day.
Here's Malachi.
Malachi. Is that yummy, Baba?
Do another sip. Here, you do it.
That's yummy.
How
about-
let's get it over with?
Drink it.
Yeah,
Chug
go
it.
for it.
That smell.
So we've actually had this in the fridge for a couple days, and I've been like using self-control every morning because I really just want to pour this in my coffee. Tomorrow I can now because we officially broke it in.
Boom. Coffee time. It's good, Anna.
Yes, you can have a straw.
Malachi
Would you like
likes
a
it.
straw?
Lydia, do you like it now?
I'm gonna stick with the traditions without.
Sideways for Lydia. Lydia's never liked it before.
There's hope.
There's hope. Here's the finished project for that skylight, guys. Boom. Look how great that looks. It fit almost snug as a bug in there. I mean, exact. Still needs to be spackled, but this is now insulated and it'll get us through winter. And it's exact. I mean, I got it exact so that you can really spackle it clean. Before I go to sleep, we just found out while we were at the elders meeting the other night on Monday, during the meeting, there was a seismic shift, which goes in alignment with something that was prophetically spoken over New Life years ago. It was epicentered in Lenore. We felt past where we were meeting there in Taylorsville. This is really cool. There was an actual earthquake. Seismic activity was measured at 2.4, and it was 4 kilometers deep. Pretty intense. Reminds me of Acts 4, where it says, and the place where they were praying was shaken, and they all preached the gospel with boldness. It goes along with the prophetic word Steve shared with me from about 15 years ago that said that there would be seismic shifts. I think we're